Hello everyone, in my previous video I have used example of Jammu and Kashmir while explaining Article 3 and the formation of states and the union territories. But this might create some sort of confusion because even Article 370 was also involved. So let me clarify this. The story of Jammu and Kashmir doesn't begin from 2019. It begins in the year 1947 with the instrument of accession, through which Maharaja Hari Singh agreed to join India in the matters of defence, foreign affairs and communication. The limited accession later formed the constitutional foundation for Article 370. It was Article 370 which granted special status to the state of Jammu and Kashmir. It allowed state to have separate constitution and significant autonomy. Over the years, through many presidential orders, especially in the year 1954, many provisions of the Indian Constitution are extended to the state of Jammu and Kashmir. And it is through this mechanism Article 35A was inserted, which allowed state legislature of Jammu and Kashmir to define who are citizens of Jammu and Kashmir and grant them exclusive rights over the property and the government employment. Now comes the crucial part. Article 370 Clause 3 allows President to declare Article 370 inoperative only upon the recommendation of Constituent Assembly of Jammu and Kashmir. But Constituent Assembly of Jammu and Kashmir ceased to exist in the year 1957. Then, how was Article 370 made inoperative in the year 2019? The government used Article 370, Clause 1, Subclause D, which allowed the President to apply constitutional provision to Jammu and Kashmir with modification. Through the 2019 Presidential Order, Article 367, the Interpretation Clause was modified in its application to Jammu and Kashmir. The phrase Constituent Assembly was interpreted to mean Legislative Assembly. But at that time, the state was under President's rule. The Legislative Assembly was suspended. Therefore, the powers were being exercised by Governor, who is the appointee of central government. This meant that constitutionally, Parliament exercising the power of state legislature during the President's rule provided the necessary recommendation. Only after rendering Article 370 inoperative did Parliament invoke Article 3 and pass the Jammu and Kashmir Reorganisation Act, bifurcating state into two union territories, that is Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. So, here is the key distinction from my previous video. Article 370 dealt with constitutional relationship between India and Jammu Kashmir. Article 3 dealt with territorial reorganization, the physical restructuring of the state. First, the constitutional status was altered. Then, territory was reorganized.